Hello and welcome back to Engineering Centric. Today's video is about the Curiosity rover for the Mars exploration. So what is the Curiosity rover? It's basically a robot designed to explore Mars and understand Mars. Uh, on pictures and videos it looks small, but in reality it's actually really big and it's about the size of an SUV, and it was designed by NASA for the Mars and Science Laboratories. And as you can see in the dimensions, its length is 2.9 meters, width is 2.7 meters, and height is 2.2 meters with a weight of 899 kilos. This is what the rover looks like, and is mounted with loads of different instruments and gears to investigate and explore and understand the atmosphere and the surface of Mars. Although it kind of reminds me of Wally, but obviously in real life is much bigger and better than Wally. So when was this mission launched for exploring Mars? It was launched on 26th of November 2011, and the spacecraft touched down on the Martian surface on the 6th of August 2012. So it took them about 1 year and 2 months to travel a total distance of 350 million miles. And the rocket that was used for this mission, it was the Atlas V. And now the Atlas V uses two engines. On the first stage, it was the Russian-made RD-180, and for the upper stage, it was the American-made RL-10. The main purpose of this mission was to explore and understand Mars, as well as recording all the data for geology, atmosphere, climate, and everything, so it could send back all the information and data to NASA, and they can prepare for the future missions when they are ready for human exploration. And these are some of the instruments mounted onto the rover. The Mastcam. Its main purpose is to take pictures of the Martian surface, color pictures, which is like panoramic pictures as well, mainly of the atmosphere and the surface. Now the chemistry and camera complex, also known as ChemCam, is a chemistry and camera tool. So the laser camera and the spectrograph work together to identify chemical and mineral compositions of the rocks and soil. Navigation camera, so obviously it will be used to navigate around the Martian surface. And the Rover Environmental Monitoring Station. Its purpose is it's basically a weather station to measure the atmosphere pressure, temperature, humidity, winds, and any ultraviolet radiation levels. And the hazard avoidance cameras, they are there to detect and avoid any sort of hazard approaching its way. And the Mars Hand Lens Imager, also known as MAHLI, so MAHLI, is basically a magnifying glass that a geologist would carry. So it's mounted onto the rover, and its main purpose is to take microscopic images of mineral textures and structures in the rocks and soil. So that's what it's used for. And the alpha particle X-ray spectrometer, also known as APXS, this analyzes chemical elements in the Martian rocks and soil. The chemistry and mineralogy, its main purpose is to study the mineralogy and chemical compositions of the rocks and soil. And the sample analysis of Mars, SAM, its purpose is to identify the wide range of organic compounds that consist of carbon, as carbon is the building blocks for life. The dust removal tool, I guess this one's in the name, is to remove any dust onto the rover when on the instruments. And the Radiation Assessment Detector (RAD). It mainly monitors the space radiation on the way to Mars and then on the surface of Mars as it roves around. This helps future missions of Mars when NASA will send astronauts on the Martian surface. Then the dynamic albedo of neutrons (DAN). This is it has a main job of searching for signs of water. So by measuring the hydrogens in the ground, and so the detection of hydrogen may indicate the presence of water bounds in minerals. And the Mars Descent Imager (MARDI). It takes pictures during the spacecraft descent through the Martian atmosphere, and you also have another software called MEDLI, so MEDLI, and this is basically it does the same thing as what MARDI does, but it collects engineering data during the high speed and extremely hot entry into the Martian atmosphere. And the robotic arm that's mainly used for moving, cutting, drilling, stuff like that. And it has a total length of 2.2 meters, which is around 7 feet. And you can see in the pictures all the instruments are labeled and where they are. So the most significant discovery, the rover collected some mudstone samples, and upon analyzing them, the results indicate that the environment at the time was suitable for life on Mars. So the mudstone that was found was formed in an ancient river system, or maybe a lake bed that would have provided the energy suitable for the conditions of microbial life to exist. And at that time, the environment wasn't harshly oxidizing, acidic, or extremely salty. So all this indicates that in the ancient times of Mars, all the required building blocks were available for life on Mars to exist, which was a really good and hopeful discovery for life in space or any other planets. So what is the future of Curiosity? The rover will continue to carry out its tasks. However, NASA has been planning to send humans to Mars by 2030, but the Trump administration has tasked the agency to send astronauts back onto the moon first. So I don't know why they said that, but I'm assuming that they're gonna send astronauts back to the moon before they will actually send them on Mars. So I found some pictures online and GIFs of the Martian surface. This is a GIF that shows before and after of the drilling, where the mudstone was obtained, which indicated that life may have existed on Mars in a previous time. This was actually one of the very first selfies taken by the rover, and this is the area where the rover has been investigating and searching and climbing onto that mountain in the background. And as of today, Wednesday, 3rd June 2020, the Curiosity rover has taken over 680,342 images, and it's been 2,781 sols on Mars, according to the mission clock at NASA. Thank you for watching, and if you have liked or understood or learned anything new today, please do give a like and a subscribe. Thank you.